tape over getting stepped on in the dirty diaper video. So there's no reason for me to talk to them. My conversation's back to Dr. Love. And if he does put his box back on, you guys are just 3 pounds and less. And me and him could talk all night like the good time crew that we are. And if Jersey decides to key up, because you're in the middle of us, you're really gone. So do me a favor. Go back to Channel 31. Don't waste your breath. Get off my dick. If you want to learn something, shut the fuck up and listen. In the meanwhile, do your fucking investigation. This ain't a new Jack. This ain't a little boy. This ain't a punk. I work hard to play the little boy and the mousy sound and fuck over the radio. But like I said, Mr. 911, and in my videos, anytime you think you're that man and you might have an ounce or an inkling of that life in you, I keep an open door. It's 194 Utica Avenue. There is no more to pursue this over the mic. If you think you're that guy, please, I beg you, come show me, because I'm from Missouri. 127. I need a cup of coffee. Fucking little chump. Shut up, stupid. You're back quiet.
You're talking a lot of shit again, Richie. You're talking a lot of shit. Listen, this is all because you haven't got laid in a long time, right, Richie? When was the last time you seen some pussy, Richie? You've been jerking off to pictures of Sade for too long, Richie. You're not getting no pussy, Richie.
If this clown is not a faggot, first he's on my asshole, now he's on what my dick does. Yo, get off my dick. You would know that because you're so far into my crotch, you ain't smell pussy. But if you were here last week, you would have smelled more than that. Get off my dick, bro. I'm making a cup of coffee. I'll be back.
Yo, go fix your mic. You couldn't get no pussy in that roach-infested apartment, man. Get the fuck out of here.
There's not one roach or mouse in my crib, baby. The only mess is by my table and on my floor at my feet. The rest of this place is pristine. That's how much you know. Shut up, stupid.
You asking this broadcast motherfucker? You sound like you got an oxygen tank. Yeah, relax, Richie. Go stick your finger in your ass and take your asthma home. Yo, no offense, I got no respect for that dude. You ain't a tech, man. You sniff inside in your house. Stop making lines and sniffing it. You fucking cokehead, crackhead, whatever the fuck head you are. Definitely not a piehead. Fixing crackhead, yo.
Watch this, Doc. Hey, listen, since I'm a cokehead, crackhead, whatever head you want me to be, I'll make you a deal. I got my month's rent. I got $1,200 right here that says you let me YouTube it. But you show up at my front door, we'll go across the street by a drugs test. We'll come back over here and do it. And I bet you I'm off that scale for weed. But I bet you there's no trace of coke and dope or any other bullshit, any other fucking thing that will come up with that shit. Marijuana? I'll outsmoke you and 20 like you. My weed habit is more than you make in a day. That's what you're mad about. I sit behind this radio all day long, and I smoke over a quarter Z of high grade a day. I call that I must be making money, or I must know what I'm doing. Because believe you me, the only employment I got, or income I got, is through this wire. So, we'll leave it at that. I'll be back in a second. Let me stir this coffee and get the milk.
Yeah, your whole life is through this fucking radio, and I think you're a real sad motherfucker, Richie, for real. There gotta be more to life than this, man, for real. You gotta do something with yourself, but sitting there in your fucking tighty-whitey underwears with shit stains on it, jerking off the pictures of Sade, it's not cutting it, Richie.
This guy's real delusional, baby. And you know what? Check it out. Last I checked, it's my life. So what makes me happy, you know how my wife says? She said in her song, she says, stay sadly how you are. Stay sadly how you are. You know what I'm saying? My wife's sitting there, my soon-to-be wife. Let me phrase my wife. I can't call her my wife. If I would have just signed the paper, she would have been my wife, but I couldn't give her father that advantage. Listen to me, it's coming soon. But anyway, he trained me. What was I going to do? Should I cross from the man on the table? No way. Anyway, yo, pal, bozo, don't you worry about me and my life. My life, shit, I tell you what, there's people who've been out here way longer than you, and they can tell just by Richie keyed up and the way he talks. First of all, we know that man. We've listened to him for over 14 years straight. We've been to all 4 of his mega CB shops up there in Jersey malls. We know what he's about, and he's a hell of a technician. And you know what? The police departments that are listening right now, my colleagues, they know this man is the happiest he's ever been in all the years we've heard him key up. So you know what? I'm not living the life of the undercover cop and the CB junkie and the little scam artist that I was using as cover front. I'm living the life as the hobbyist and the suspended without pay cop. And there's nothing wrong with my life. You know why? Because that money they're taking from me every year for my 6-digit annual salary, I got a presidential appointment, jerk off, so I'm still getting paid. So you know what? I'll sit on my ass every day, stick it up their ass, identify myself with the credentials that I possess because I am very real. Because if I wasn't, I'd be arrested a long time ago for impersonating an officer. And believe you me, identify yourself with the 4 creds I say I got and you ain't got them, well, then we see what a numb nut like you does. Y'all sit in the clink for about 7 to 10 on that bullshit. You know the difference between my gun and your gun, chump? When you're done with yours, you gotta flush it in the sewer. Throw it overboard, throw it in the water, or burn it, throw it in the incinerator. Me? I'll put mine right back in my waist and try not to get burnt. I'll be back.
Shit, Richie, come on, man. You were watching too many movies ago, Richie. Stop that. You know, Richie, I like you trying to, put some emotion in it and try to make it sound real. You know, you should have been an actor, Richie. Come on, man.
Well, when I say I'm the boom heartbeat of the East Coast radio, folks, this is living proof. See this? We are on channel number 6, okay? Now, me and Dr. Love have been talking here for over a half hour. And since I'm not the heartbeat of the radio, I got the whole channel 31 from Ducky, Harlem, and Uptown, New York, down here on channel 6 because I am the boom heartbeat of the East Coast radio thing. And they are so far swallowing on my dick, I'm actually ready to come.
Wow, Richie, is that really going to be a statement, serious? Because, I got the Watergate going too, man, and that don't really sound too good what you just said, Richie. I mean, do you really want that to be your final statement?
I want that to be every word of it, because not one word of it was a lie. It was all the actual truth, 100%, to the point that ducks like you wouldn't even Watergate that. So I ain't even going to sweat it, baby. Ain't nobody Watergate me, you know why? Because then they got to let me hear how beautiful I sound and the work I do. So, with that, I'm going to roll another spliff, and I'll be back in a minute or two to smoke y'all with this blunt.
Come on, Richie, stop it. You say you got police listening, now you talking out of that blunt shit? Come on, Richie. See how you contradict yourself? You see how you dick yourself?
You don't smoke when you smoke dust. You can say that shit all you want, man. He's a dust hat, man. Dr. Love, man. All jokes aside, man. You know your radio fixed by him, man. I'll pay you $50 if you prove it.
Negative. I never told y'all that. And I ain't gonna tell y'all that. I ain't taking my radios there. I ain't got no radio for him to fix. My radios are working in mid conditions, and I'm satisfied. I don't have to take nothing to Richie. I'm gonna sit back and listen to y'all fellas jam on the groove. But Dr. Love's gonna be quiet there. 911 and the other one, what's that other name? What's that other one name out there?
Hey, Dr. Love, hold up a second. Don't even get in the mix of that, Dr. Love. The question that fag was trying to ask you was, do you know anybody who's had radio work done by him, and are they satisfied? That's it. That's what that nitwit was really trying to ask you. Because you know what? Nobody slams it down their throat because they don't want to hear it sounds like shit from guys like that. So they will never let them know Richie did it. But that's the question he meant to ask you, bro.
Racist Richie, I know you was going to say the N-word.
What did I say? What word did I say?
You know Dr. Love is black, right?
Dr. Love, I run a Watergate. Tell him what I just said.
Take it easy.
Nah. He's insinuating I made a racial slur there. That's what he's trying to stir up or insinuate. I don't think anything that came out of my mouth had to do with racial or racism. Did it, Dr. Love?
Yes, hey, Richie, what did you do? They had on the suit on your ass, boy. What's going on here?
Jealousy, envy, and hatred. Because I'm everything they want to be. They want to have the CB shop. I am the guy with the CB shop. They want to have the notoriety. I got the notoriety. They want to sit on the radio all day long and they can't. They got to go to work. BS sitting around the clock and get paid for it. It's jealousy, Doc.